Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Billionchants. Today is August 19th, 2020, and it's as good as any to do some chanting. My name is Kish. I'll be your host today. I want to thank everyone for being here. Again, this is a truly special thing we're doing here, and we appreciate every one of you taking the time to join us today. We have a very amazing guest with us today. And as always, after a brief introduction, I'll bring her on. She'll do her chanting and lead us through Devi Kavacham. And afterwards, she will answer any questions you guys may have. And at the end, I will share a little bit about the projects we're involved in. So before I bring on our lovely guest, Nina Sanyal, I'd like to talk about my perspective on why chanting. I actually with Billionchants did a project, like a research project, looking at the different explanations of why chanting. And as you all must know, there are a lot of reasons to chant. Everybody who comes on every day has a different reason. So it's truly a spiritual as well as just scientifically proven practice that really helps us in every aspect. But I think my perspective, the more I think about it, it always comes down to one lens, one frame of thinking. And that's one I saw most well expressed by Ramana Maharshi in Upadesha Sara. So I love that book because it's so simple and it just cuts to the truth, no wasted words. And basically how I find reason for chanting is he explains that our whole lives are full of thinking and doing and constantly experiencing all these things. For what? For who? Why? Right? Like, what is it? Who is it we're trying to please through all these actions? We think it's ourselves, right? We have this idea of, oh, it's me and I want to be happy, so we do all these things. But what Ramana Maharshi points out to us is that this you're trying to please, that's not really you. And that's why you're never satisfied. And that's why, honestly, you just keep running from one place to the next. And that's me too. So who are we? That's what he asked us very simply. Who are you? Who is this person that's doing all this, that's seeing all these things, that's wanting all these things? And what Ramana tells us is who we take ourselves to be is actually our mind, our ego. And he even goes further to say this ego, this mind, is actually just thoughts, just a well-constructed flow of thoughts that are so well put together, they look real. They look like, oh yeah, that's a person, But it's like a house of cards that are just like placed one on top of the other, and they look solid and real and coherent, but it's actually just cards. And if you pull one out, the whole thing collapses. And he says our mind is the same way. We need to kind of see through the fog and find the truth. The truth that is, we're not the mind. We're not these thoughts, right? And so basically the problem is that we think we're our thoughts. We constantly listen to them and go with them everywhere, right? And what Ramana says is if we can quieten the mind and see through the thoughts, we'll find that happiness we're seeking. We'll find ourselves. And so in Upadesha Sara, he advises to quieten the mind, to get to that point of stillness where you can see through the fog and find yourself. You need to chant the mantra. That's one technique to quieten the mind and find clarity. He says first, chant the mantra aloud, right? As we do here. Then quietly, then in your mind. And that brings the scattered mind to a single pointed focus. And when that single pointed mind turns inward, well, you know what happens then, right? So that's what we're all going towards. And that's why I think chanting is so important. It brings us that clarity of mind. It gathers us and it gives us that clarity to make the right decisions and know who we truly are and why we're doing things. So that's enough reason for me. I hope that is for you guys. If not, I'm sure Nina has some other perspectives. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce her and get started with the program. Hi, Nina. How are you today?
Hi, Krish.
Thank you so much for joining us. It's an honor to have you.
It's an honor to be here. It was really nice listening to your pearls of wisdom. And
Okay, thank you.
Just now, it's very nice.
Thank you. I'm always just happy if it makes sense to someone. Yep.
And I actually have thoughts around that very briefly. I'll share as well,
Sure.
because you were talking about thoughts. And I think it's really simple when you think about how when you walk into a space, there's always a vibe. like a vibration. Like we walk into a space, somebody's had a fight somewhere, you can feel the tension in the space, even if you weren't there during that argument. You're like, oh, you can feel it almost. So somewhere beyond us, there's that vibe, there's that vibration. And that's why a lot of these mantras and chanting can be not only harmonizing to our nervous system, but so harmonizing to our environment, because every thought we say, every word, every thought we think, every word we say also is throwing out a vibration, especially in these times, to really find that inner peace can bring peace within the family and peace within our communities. But it's starting, like you were saying, in that inward stroke. But if you're getting caught up in the thoughts and all those, it's okay. But the baby steps to get there is just not by observing and watching the chants, but participating, becoming a participant. So if you're seeing this live, or if you are watching it later, make sure you actually sit and chant with us, and then don't take our word for it. Observe what's happening inside for your own self.
Yeah, thank you. That's great advice. So not just inner peace, outer peace as well. I like it.
Yeah, I think the one leads to another, vice versa. It's all interconnected.
Yeah, definitely. So as you can tell, Nina is very knowledgeable, and so she's from Columbus, Ohio. She's been meditating for almost 20 years and teaching various art of living courses for almost 14 years. I know for a fact she teaches the happiness program because in June I was in one of her classes, and from the moment she started speaking, I knew she knew what she was talking about. So she has a background in marketing, and currently has a passion for bringing breathwork and meditation to the universities and to people my age, the younger crowd. I really appreciate Nina's balanced and helpful attitude, and I'm excited to hear her chant. I'm sure you all are too. So without further ado, I'll hand it off to you, Nina, so you can share any more wisdom you may have, and just get into the chanting. So yeah, take it away.
I think let's just get right into the chanting. So wherever we are, just sit up a little bit taller and closing the eyes. And take a deep breath in and let go. And just with every breath, you can start turning your awareness inside. If there's movement or sound, noises around you, it's okay. You can observe them. Be in harmony with your environment. And then the eyes close, like a light switch goes off. Close the eyes. And then turn your awareness inside. Again, taking a deep breath in. And let go. And we'll chant Om Namah Shivaya 108 times. Breathing in. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 And keeping the eyes closed, just observing any vibrations, sensations resonating in the body. Allowing the next chant, Devi Kavacham, Devi Kavacham, to just permeate in every cell of your body. And keeping the eyes closed and just listening to the chant.
नमश्चण्डिकायै ॐ मार्कण्डेय उवाच यद्गुह्यं परमं लोके सर्वरक्षाकरं नृणाम् यन्न कस्यचिदाख्यातं तन्मे ब्रूहि पितामह। ब्रह्मोवाच अस्ति गुह्यतमं विप्र सर्वभूतोपकारकं देव्यास्तु कवचं पुण्यं तच्छृणुष्व महामुने। प्रथमं शैलपुत्रीति द्वितीयं ब्रह्मचारिणी तृतीयं चन्द्रघण्टेति कूष्माण्डेति चतुर्थकम् पञ्चमं स्कन्दमातेति षष्ठं कात्यायनीति च सप्तमं कालरात्रिश्च महागौरीति चाष्टमम् नवमं सिद्धिदात्री च नवदुर्गा प्रकीर्तिताः उक्तान्येतानि नामानि ब्रह्मणैव महात्मना। अग्निना दह्यमानस्तु शत्रुमध्ये कतोरणे विषमे दुर्गमे चैव भयार्ताः शरणं गता। न तेषां जायते किञ्चित् अशुभं रणसङ्कटे नापदं तस्य पश्यामि शोकदुःखभयं नहि। येस्तु भक्त्या स्मृता नूनं तेषां सिद्धिप्रजायते। प्रेतसंस्थातु चामुण्डा वाराही महिषासना। ऐन्द्री गजसमारूढा वैष्णवी गरुडासना। माहेश्वरी वृषारूढा कौमारी शिखिवाहना। ब्राह्मी हंससमारूढा सर्वाभरणभूषिता। नानाभरणशोभाढ्या नानारत्नोपशोभिताः। दृश्यन्ते रथमारूढा देव्यः क्रोधसमाकुलाः। शङ्खं चक्रं गदां शक्तिं हलं च मुसलायुधम्। कीटकं तोमरं चैव परशुं पाशमेव च। कुन्तायुधं त्रिशूलं च शाङ्घमायुधमुत्तमम्। दैत्यानां देहनाशाय भक्तानामभयाय च धारयन्त्यायुधानीत्थं देवानां च हिताय वै। महाबले महोत्साहे महाभयविनाशिनी त्राहि मां देवि दुष्प्रेक्ष्ये शत्रूणां भयवर्धिनी। प्राच्यां रक्षतु मामैन्द्री आग्नेयाम् अग्निदेवता। दक्षिणेव तु वाराही नैऋत्यां खड्गधारिणी। प्रतीच्यां वारुणी रक्षे वायव्यां मृगवाहिनी। उदीच्यां रक्षकौबेरी ईशान्यां शूलधारिणी। ऊर्ध्वं ब्रह्माणि मे रक्षे अधस्ताद्वैष्णवी तथा। एवं दश दिशो रक्षे चामुण्डा शववाहना। जया मे जाग्रतहस्तातु विजयास्तातु पृष्ठतः। अजिता वामपार्श्वे तु दक्षिणे चापराजिता शिखां मे द्योतिनी रक्षेत् उमामूर्ध्नि व्यवस्थिता मालाधरी ललाटे च भ्रुवौ रक्षेद्यशस्विनी त्रिनेत्रा च भ्रुवोर्मध्ये यमघण्टा च नासिके शङ्किनी चक्षुषोर्मध्ये श्रोत्रयोर्द्वारवासिनी कपोलौ कालिका रक्षेत् कर्णमूले तु शाङ्करी नासिकायां सुगन्धा च उत्तरोष्टे च चर्चिका अधरे चामृतकला जिह्वायां च सरस्वती दन्तान् रक्षतु कौमारी कण्ठमध्ये तु चण्डिका घण्टिकां चित्रघण्टा च महामायां च तालुके कामाक्षी चिबुकं रक्षेत् वाचं मे सर्वमङ्गला ग्रीवायां भद्रकाली च पृष्ठवंशे धनुर्धरी नीलग्रीवा बहिः कण्ठे नलिका नलकोबरी खड्गधारिण्युभौ स्कन्दौ बाहौ मे वज्रधारिणी हस्तयोर्दण्डिनी रक्षेत् अम्बिका चाङ्गुलीस्तथा नखाचूलेश्वरी रक्षेत् कुक्षौ रक्षेन्नलेश्वरी स्तनौ रक्षेन्महालक्ष्मी मनःशोकविनाशिनी हृदयं ललिता देवी उदरं शूलधारिणी नाभौ च कामिनी रक्षेत् गुह्यं गुह्येश्वरी तथा कट्यां भगवती रक्षेत् जानुनी विन्ध्यवासिनी भूतनाथा च मेढ्रं मे ऊरू महिषवाहिनी जङ्गे महाबला प्रोक्ता सर्वकामप्रदायिनी गुल्फयोर्नारसिंहे च पादौ चामिततेजसी पादाङ्गुली श्रीमे रक्षेत् पादाधस्तलवासिनी नखान्दंष्ट्राकराली च केशांश्चैवोर्ध्वकेशिनी रोमकूपेषु कौबेरी त्वचं वागीश्वरी तथा रक्तमज्जावसामांसानि अस्ति मेदांसि पार्वती अन्त्राणि कालरात्रिश्च पित्तं च मुकुटेश्वरी पद्मावती पद्मकोशे कफे चूडामणिस्तथा ज्वालामुखी नखज्वाला अभेद्य सर्वसन्धिषु शुक्रं ब्रह्माणि मे रक्षेत् छायां चत्रेश्वरी तथा अहङ्कारं मनोबुद्धिं रक्ष मे धर्मचारिणी प्राणापानौ तथा व्यानं समानुदानमेव च यशः कीर्तिं च लक्ष्मीं च सदा रक्षतु वैष्णवी गोत्रमिन्द्राणि मे रक्षेत् पशून् मे रक्ष चण्डिके पुत्रान् रक्षेन् महालक्ष्मी भार्यां रक्षतु भैरवी मार्गं क्षेमकरी रक्षे विजया सर्वतः स्थिता रक्षाहीनं तु यत्स्थानं वर्जितं कवचेन तु तत्सर्वं रक्ष मे देवी जयन्ती पापनाशिनी पदमेकं न गच्छेत्तु यदिच्छेच्छुभमात्मनः कवचेनावृतो नित्यं यत्र यत्राधिगच्छति तत्र तत्रार्थलाभश्च विजयः सार्वकामिकः यं यं कामयते कामं तं तं प्राप्नोति निश्चितं परमैश्वर्यमतुलं प्राप्स्यते भूतले पुमान् निर्भयो जायते मर्त्यः सङ्ग्रामेष्वपराजितः त्रैलोक्ये तु भवेत् पूज्यः कवचेन वृतः पुमान् इदं तु देव्याः कवचं देवानामपि दुर्लभम् यः पठेत् प्रयतो नित्यं त्रिसन्ध्यं श्रद्धयान्वितः दैवी कला भवेत् तस्य त्रैलोक्येऽप्यपराजितः जीवेद्वर्षशतं साग्रमपमृत्युविवर्जितः नश्यन्ति व्याधयः सर्वे लूता विस्फोटकादयः स्थावरं जङ्गमं वापि कृत्रिमं चापि यद्विषम् आभिचाराणि सर्वाणि मन्त्रयन्त्राणि भूतले भूचराः खेचराश्चैव जलजाश्चोपदेशिकाः सहजाः कुलजामालाः शाकिनी डाकिनी तथा अन्तरिक्षचरा घोरा डाकिन्यश्च महाबलाः ग्रहभूतपिशाचाश्च यक्षगन्धर्वराक्षसाः ब्रह्मराक्षसवेतालाः कूष्माण्डा भैरवादयः नश्यन्ति दर्शनात् तस्य कवचे हृदि संस्थिते मानो नतिर्भवेद्राज्ञः तेजो वृद्धिकरं परम् यशसा वर्धते सोऽपि कीर्तिमण्डितभूतले जपेत् सप्तशतीं चण्डीं कृत्वा तु कवचं पुरा यावद्भूमण्डलं धत्ते सशैलवनकाननम् तावत्तिष्ठति मेदिन्या सन्ततिः पुत्रपौत्रिकी देहान्ते परमं स्थानं यत्सुरैरपि दुर्लभम् प्राप्नोति पुरुषो नित्यं महामाया प्रसादतः
I always feel so warm and protected after Devi Kavacham. I don't want it to end.
Yeah, same here. It's so nice and meditative, or sometimes even if you're lying down, you can play it at any time, but it's almost becomes like an armor, or like I was saying, those good vibrations.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I was thinking. Good vibes.
Good vibes, yeah. So let today be full of good vibes, because sometimes, especially in now's time, there's so much uncertainty in today's world. And so however we can nurture this positive state. I've heard Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar say that peace is not, in 2016, he came to Ohio State, actually, and he spoke at our university here, at Ohio State University. And it was the Department or College of Political Science that had invited him, because they wanted to know what his thoughts were around conflict in the world. Mm-hmm. And it was a really sweet dialogue to hear. And it was just and what I noticed is that it was a very casual approach. It wasn't some formal thought out strategy. It was just genuine, authentic care. And he said then, and I've heard him say it a few times, but that day he also said, peace is not the absence of conflict. It's a positive state of mind that we nurture. And we nurture it and spread it to society and ultimately the whole world. And so doing chants like this, or listening or chanting along, whether we understand the meaning or not, doesn't matter. Somewhere our nervous system is being harmonized. And even then, those intuitive abilities, the actions that we take, just become that much more stronger with conviction.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great message. Sometimes, I know I fall into that trap. Like, it's just like a passive thing. You just kind of accept what happens, and that's how you become peaceful. But no, you kind of have to be proactive and protect yourself and put that good energy out.
Right. Yeah. Because then once you put it in action, then we're not sitting idle with just thinking too much. When we're just in that thing of what can I do to be of service, if we can go with that mentality and just do small things, it doesn't have to be this big thing, but all that, it just takes that one small flame, that one light to light another.
Yeah.
So even if it's your smile, make that be what you use.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. Great message. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Kish, for being here, waking up a little earlier today.
It's my pleasure. Really, this is amazing to have great guests like you on, and to the whole family here. It's a consistent group that comes, and we do it for these people that really appreciate and enjoy this daily chanting session. So
if you're appreciating and enjoying it, then share it. Like bring one more person with you, another person with you, so that they can also have the benefits or experience the benefits of it too.
Yeah. Couldn't say it better myself, and that's what we're trying to do, right? Just spread the love. That's it.
That's right.
Totally. So thank you so much. I think, great messages shared. So I'll just take 5 minutes to share like what Billionchants has going on. So thank you again, Nina. Give me 1 second to show you what Billionchants has going on. There we go. Sorry, here we go. Okay. So, just like yesterday, we're at 9.5 million chants. I think today we're a little bit above that. So, again, truly amazing what we're all doing together, and the numbers are really adding up. So I appreciate everyone joining in. I want to remind everyone to log their chants. You don't need to count, 108 today. So please do that when you get a chance. If you don't log it, we can't count it. So do your best to do that. Again, Billionchants is supporting other relief projects to combat COVID-19 in the US and USA, providing meals to people all over this country and India. So if you go to the website, there'll be a big button, donate to the COVID-19 Relief Fund. So please do that. Please support however you can. Billionchants is here to spread good vibrations, but also to raise awareness for these kinds of projects. So yeah, and we've spread almost 75 million meals to 2.5 million families in India. So good work is happening, and any support you can provide is much appreciated. And finally, again, let's get to that 1 billion chants. So please log your chants. Join again tomorrow. We're here every day. Same thing, different guests, but it's one mission, and we're all united on the same front to heal the world through positive vibrations. So thank you again to everyone for joining. Thank you to our amazing guest, Nina. Thank you to the whole Billionchants team for doing amazing work. Yeah, so until tomorrow, take care. Jai Gurudev. Bye, everyone.